And the evil god we're killing is the god of the Epstein class. We're going to get very serious about killing this evil god, identified as Baal. That's how I said it. Baal, I guess, is supposed to be the correct way of saying it, although I did see um, Google's correct way of spelling Taino, I think was Tainao. So it doesn't really matter because the god that we're not sure how to pronounce their name is, although somebody did tell me in the chat, it's Baal. And that's kind of more what Google was suggesting. That god is to be disposed of. Like that god is a target. I think about it, it's interesting that it seems to be a recurring problem in Judaism, in Israel, to have this God that demands the killing of babies. And of course, Israel right now is killing more babies than anybody. But this network of the Epstein class killing babies and killing kids seems to have that element of ritual, of worshiping this evil God or this evil um, corruption of a God that has these features of like sexual abandon, sexual orgies and stuff, and killing kids. Now, I feel like one way to do this is to have sexual orgies that are not associated with killing kids. To have like a competing orgy religion or something that's just specifically not about killing kids. So that the killing kids orgy religion that the Epstein class belongs to will have to compete with the orgy religion that's not about killing kids. And the orgy religion that's not about killing kids will probably end up replacing the orgy religion that is about killing kids. Just a theory, just a way of testing um, human nature. That, most religions have put a lot of focus on not having sex at all. So if this one religion or this one religious stream has been all about having orgies, but they also involve killing kids, then it really, on the one hand, makes having orgies seem really bad because having orgies is what the people who kill kids do. But on the other hand, it makes it makes having orgies seem really bad, and just of course is really bad. But if you could have a group that is having the orgies without killing the kids, so that there was the choice to be made between those two things, you could still have lots of sex, but you didn't have to kill any kids, then I think that form of religion would take off a lot more than the not having any sex or having sex, but the only version we have like that, or one of the only versions we have like that, we made sure that they were also killing lots of kids, so that um, it made that seem like a bad thing to do, just reinforcing their anti-sex. It's almost like if they made the fake religion the evil religion themselves in order to make sex look bad. Well, if you get into too much into having sex, then you're going to be like one of those people that kills kids. And correct me if I'm wrong, if there's some good sexual religions that are all about having sex, um, that don't have that, at least, you know. But I feel like this evil God that is, you know, we hear about this Epstein stuff because of all their sex crimes they're doing. But then you hear about them killing people, and you hear about them worshiping this Baal God or Baal God that requires um, child sacrifice, or is famous for child sacrifice. See what Quasimodo had to say, since they wrote a little comment. Bro, just wondering what's beyond the maps. Something I can see the maps within the map, but not the map within the maps. I can gift location most of the time, but not location on map on maps. I don't know who that is. Anyway, if you guys want to do some reactions or something, I don't know. I think we might need better people in the chat. Somebody, oh, Sammy Obey, the comedian, pointing out that Putin did not go to Epstein Island. It's like, well, yeah, if he set it up, would you go to the trap that you arranged? I guess, some Israeli prime ministers did. Putin didn't go, but it's like because you knew what it was. Putin kidnapped thousands of kids from Ukraine, and it is what he does too. Anyway, it's time to stop their evil god. It's time to stop the evil god of the Epstein class. And we've got all the good spirits behind us. What's that? Fallen Star, what is that? Oh, I thought you spelled it. Never mind. I know what it is. I thought you said SNA. Never mind. Nobody cares. I guess I'll just wait till somebody good shows up. Doesn't look like we have anybody good. Thanks. Thanks, Mikey Mike. A like from you will likely bring more people like you here. Hooray! But no, hopefully we'll get somebody good. You're waiting for someone good. Hello, Voodoo. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the reactions. Yay, we got Shy Weed Demon. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for being here. We're just going to end the God of the Epstein class. We're going to end all the evil and stuff. And we're just going to approach this from the God-killing side. Divinicide. Whatever you want to call it. So, while they're handling the worldly affairs, we're going to kill their God. Killing their God's going to free up a lot of Christians, because a lot of Christians wrongly worship this evil God. It's going to kill up Zionism and stuff. It's going to free up all the Zionists, because the Zionists worship this evil God. So, we're going to kill off that evil God. I'll say more when you guys do the reactions. I like the reactions. I'll just make it a reaction powered live. And when I get notice you guys are doing reactions, I'll say more stuff. Sorry it's so boring. Just I need something to work with. What's it called? YouTube came up with something. Fictional character you relate to the most. Sure, we'll do it. Who cares? What if good comes? God comes. We're welcome anybody good. Oh, atheists are half right. God's a dangerous lie. Goddess is real though. So atheists have you're halfway there. You're right. All your criticisms of God are correct. God is a dangerous lie. Sorry. A dangerous rye. God is a dangerous rye. The goddess is real though. What happened to Mary? Who is Caleb? Well, we're ending their gods. Someone asked how we fight the Zionists. You end their gods. Like, yeah, I see the auto translation. Thank you. Yeah, Trump, Putin, Netanyahu. Look, the evil uh, group we're talking about, Trump, Putin, Netanyahu. Okay? It's all the same thing. It's pretty much the core of the evil. All the evil in the world. There's not any evil in the world that's not connected to them, I guess is one way to put it. Trump, Putin, and Netanyahu are the core of the evil. Okay, it's just I typed originally in Mandarin. That's cool. I can probably see your Mandarin. It's fun to see what the... yeah. It did translate it from Mandarin. No, I don't know what these things are. Oh, it's one of these people who types things that stupid people would say. Well, yeah, sorry about the chat. It's just because stupid trolls in here. Usually a decent person shows up after I've been live for 30 or 45 minutes. Now it's only been 15 minutes, but so if you're a decent person, please go ahead and speak up. We'll go ahead and get this thing going. What? In the butt? West Virginia. Thanks. So yeah, sorry everybody's so boring. Just do reactions or something. I don't know why you guys waste all this time chatting, writing stuff in the chat. Just do reactions. Just hit the little reaction thing. It's there. Hit that little heart, and it then pops up 4 different reactions you can choose. I know it's net and YouTube. It's stupid, but you can do that. Just go ahead and do it. Nobody uses YouTube. Thanks for being here, though. You usually use something called Billy. Yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for the reactions. The reactions are very encouraging. Reactions are probably... What's wrong with Transformers? Nothing. What do you mean? What do you mean what's wrong with Transformers? Maybe somebody made a comment. Sorry, I'm not really going to pay attention to the comments until we get a decent person. All right, Dragon. I'll read your comments, Dragon. We need to leave an emoji in the chat or something. Oh yeah, you're the one who typed in Mandarin. Yeah, if you've been around the dark web enough, you'll find very, very gross and bad things about all the presidents. You don't know what is. I don't use YouTube very often, maybe once every 3 months. Use something called Billy. I'm decent. Well, yeah, thanks for being here. Yeah, well, we know pretty much bad things about the current president because of the Epstein files. And if we pay the least bit of attention, we know that that's a Putin Netanyahu thing. That like everything else that's really going wrong in the world right now is directly involved with Trump, Putin, and Netanyahu. I call them Trump, Putin, Netanyahu. Yeah, protecting pedophiles is pretty bad when there's actually two types of transformers, the ones from the movie and then the electronic types. The electronic types use electromagnetic waves to upper lower power levels. Yeah, transformers. Okay, if Trump is the Antichrist and say Putin is the devil, you know, like Netanyahu is something too. You know what I'm saying? Like you really, it's not appropriate to mention one or two of them without mentioning the other one. Right. Why would they release victims' names but not the perpetrators? Because who are they protecting? The perpetrators. Like, this isn't like a riddle. You know, they're threatening the victims because they're protecting the perpetrators. What did the perpetrators do all this time? Threaten the victims. So they're helping threaten the victims. Like, who kidnapped Nancy Guthrie? Files, e-files, redacted grown men's, the dataset 3/4250 PDF, page 30 dataset 3/5191 PDF, page 34, 36, 78. Yeah, I'm sure it's all of it. They're trying to intimidate the victims, of course, because that's what Epstein himself did, or Epstein is still doing, you know? Who cares about Epstein anymore anyway? He's swimming with Osama now around their private island. Okay. Why does optimistic taco truck think that he deserves a response? Dude, if you know why Trump and Putin and Netanyahu are the core of all evil in the world right now, just put a 1 in chat. If you know, and therefore you don't need it explained, that Trump and Putin and Netanyahu are the core of all evil in the world right now, just put a 1 in the chat. You can explain it to Optimistic Taco Truck if you like, but if you personally know how Trump and Putin and Netanyahu are the core of all evil in the world, just put a 1 in the chat. Or put a heart in the chat or something. Yes, thanks, Rochelle. Love the Broncos. If you know how Trump and Putin and Netanyahu are the core of all evil in the world, put a 1 in the chat. See, Rochelle's confirmed it. Nobody else bothered saying anything else. So, Rochelle, thanks for being here. Have we met before? You seem familiar, but thanks for being here. Nice to meet you again. Oh, yeah, you were here before. Yay. Yeah, we did have Broncos fans here previously. And we had some type of hater here earlier. Decepticons, yeah. We're repping Decepticons now. Yeah, thanks for being here, Rochelle. Nice to see you again. Well, yeah, I don't read things that trolls say. I'll read what Rochelle says. I'll read what other... If I notice that you're a good person, I'll read what you say. I'm not going to read what trolls say. I used to have to do that just to engagement and stuff. You guys are just bait. I had a dream that you were my teacher. Well, thanks. That's interesting. Well, Epstein was not only a player that the game what they're doing hasn't stopped. It will stop, but what Epstein was doing, he's probably still doing. You know, the likelihood of Epstein not being alive is low. Chicken says he's not a troll. Hold on. Let's read Chicken's comments. Chicken says, reactions help, but chats do better for the algo. It's mostly watch time and chats. Yeah, the problem with chats is I have a lot of Nazis, trolls. There's a lot of trolls and Nazis in the chat. So I presume that part of what their chats do is attract more people like them, which we want less of. These are the ones they want you looking at. It's sleight of hand. The real fuckers don't need to brag about wealth because they are wealth. It's the Club of Rome. So you feel like they're just throwing these guys under the bus? They're throwing Putin and Trump and Epstein under the bus? These three are the curtain, not the wizard behind it. You're saying Trump and Putin and Netanyahu are the curtain. Well, you can still rip down the curtain, right? Like, the curtain is not insignificant, even if what you're saying is true. And, you know, so you're saying it's not a world leader necessarily. He's not Xi behind Trump and Putin and Netanyahu. I feel like Putin is behind the curtain as it gets in the world leaders department, but let me know if I'm wrong. We are saying things, you just aren't reading them. I'm reading all your comments now. So I did read your comments. What did you think of what I just said about your comments? Free Palestine. Yeef is here. I think Yeef is good. Yeah, I believe in the real Jesus. Okay, so our Jesus defeats your Antichrist, Trump. Real Jesus is from the goddess, and the real Jesus has set Judas out aside from Christianity to replace Christianity at this point. See, going beyond the left-right paradigm isn't necessarily a thing. Good and evil is still left and right. Good is left. Evil is right. It's not that hard. Dog, what? Jesus is from the goddess. Jesus set Judas aside to replace Christianity at this time. Christianity is what led to Trump. Christianity led to Putin. Christianity led to all this evil stuff. Christianity is a faulty, fake religion. But Jesus is real. Jesus set Judas aside outside of Christianity to replace Christianity at this time. So that's what we're doing. We're going to replace their fake religion, and we're going to kill their fake God, the God of the Epstein class. You're a Jewish Palestinian. Nice to meet you. Are you still here, Rochelle? Are you in Broncos country? Nobody's Charlie Kirk. Like, people who are Charlie Kirk don't matter. We're talking to, like, main characters. People who aren't, like, trying to promote a fascist agenda. Thanks for being here, Rochelle. Sorry for talking to these Trump-Putineers. They don't count. You're important. We're going to stop the Antichrist Trump. We're going to replace the fake Christian religion with the goddess, with Jesus, the real Jesus, the goddess. Thanks to Judas. Let me read Dragon's comment. Me, I don't really believe in God. I believe in science, yes, but say it makes you feel good. Do whatever you want. Yeah, you might enjoy the goddess, though. I mean, you're right not to believe in God. God's a dangerous lie. If your name's Dragon, you might enjoy my Puffin's Magic Dragon fairy tales. I'll read you just a page. You had to admit that the clues didn't include any evidence that people could become nothingness just by seeking the nothingness dragon. Yes, there was a consistent theme that meeting the nothingness dragon made the encounter feel like nothing themselves. Made the encounterer feel like that. Okay, that was a very strange one to read, to pick too. I'm pagan. I'm a witch. I'm a fairy witch, but I'm not. But I also believe in Jesus. I'm not. I'm Oz witch. Taking up your valuable time. But also, I'm Church of Judas to replace patriarchy Christianity. Yeah. Yeah, good point, Josh Cooper. Josh Cooper said if people actually listen to Jesus' actually words and not manipulate it, it would actually be peaceful and turn the other cheek. Yeah, Jesus is peace and love and things. And the things that seem to contradict that are actually just flaws of Christianity. Christianity is not very um, in line with Jesus. It's very much corrupted by the Antichrist. Yeah, Jesus, good point. Jesus didn't make the churches. Jesus is love. No, Shiny Wizard, you're projecting. Rochelle says, I type very slow with one finger. So thanks for your patience. You don't need to apologize either. It doesn't bother me to not be addressed. Well, you're the only person I'm really interested in talking to. I guess is what I was getting at. It's because I've seen these Klansmen before. That's what they are. They're Klansmen. They're Nazis. They're... And this Josh Cooper just... Not, Josh Cooper does not seem to be... Sorry, I should take it back. They're not all that way. Some of them are decent people. Josh Cooper says the Klans made the American churches. I only curse and hate Nazis. I curse and hate. Dude, my granddad's, killed you. I mean, killed Nazis. My granddad's killed Nazis. Oh, what kind of furry are you? What's your persona? My granddad's killed Nazis. That's some history I know. My granddad's helped kill the Nazis. They killed them with bullets and warships and stuff like that. Apparently, the Jewish God or the Jewish king rounded up all the people who worshipped Baal, killed them. Rounded them all up and killed them. I wonder if that's what the Nazis were trying to get revenge for. What Trump is trying to get revenge for now. Spit some hairballs of truth. So what do you guys want to know about? Okay. TikTok was marching ahead, followed by his officers and Queen Anne. After them came Betsy Bobbin and Hank. That's Betsy Bobbin. That's Hank. Polychrome and Shaggy. Let's see, that's Polychrome. That's Shaggy. And last of all, the Rose Princess with Files. That's the Rose Princess. Files is not depicted in the cover. Who's the zombie brains guy? I would like to have teammates like in the superhero style thing. Who's the zombie brains guy? We beat the Packers. Hello, rainy Southern California. I thought it never rained in Southern sunny California. But yeah, what does he live stream about? Well, let's go to his live. Why are you guys here? Zombie Brains is on. I'm just kidding. You guys are welcome here. It's fine. Yes, I did, but I couldn't read it. I'm just glad you were free. And now they're going to kill the dragon, so we have to stop them, she commanded. Why? He asked. You will be safe at night when the dragon is gone. But there's another dragon. Now, don't you see? This is why we discovered the dragon. Just in time for the other one to arrive. It's why we met. It's like a sign from heaven. Lighthouse Keeper was delighted to hear her talk like this. Oh, by the way, here's your ring back, he said. What were you just saying? Oh, yeah. Well, so what's he talk about, though? Why should I team up with him? You have multiple persona. Main one is a dragon. Oh, that's cool. I think that's cool that nominated Minnesota for a Peace Prize. I think you could go ahead and nominate Alex Preddy. Or Renee Good. But, I mean, Minnesota, sure. But Alex Preddy. Say Alex Preddy's gun. Why don't you nominate Alex Preddy's stolen gun for a Peace Prize? You could nominate the 32 Cuban guards they executed in Venezuela because they incapacitated them and then killed them. They were already incapacitated. They could have just zip tied them or something. They already incapacitated them and then they killed them. Who's Aaron Bushnell? That sounds familiar, but it's not ringing a bell. The United States is officially on the Human Rights Watch list. Well, I mean, like better late than never, I guess. Thank y'all for talking with me. Sorry about the trolls earlier. Looks like a lot of them have left. Okay. That's sad. Oh, that bitch, that Trumper clay pigeon. That Trumper clay pigeon. Yeah, they should take her $5 million they gave to that bitch's family, that traitor's family. They should take that $5 million and give it to Alex Preddy, gun owner's family. Gun owner Alex Preddy. You know how gun owner Alex Preddy was killed for owning a gun? You know what they're going to do to you for owning a gun? Yep, it's Trump versus guns. You can only pick one. You can choose between Trump or guns. He already got you guys to betray guns. He showed he could get you to betray guns when you were all against Hunter Biden. So, you already betrayed guns. You already betrayed guns. Yeah, nobody cares about trolls. Trolls are the lives that don't matter. Trump Hooteniers are the lives that don't matter. I mean, it's hard to call some of them lives. Some of them are just bots. It would be a mistake to refer to them as lives or talk about them as if they're alive or as if they matter in any way. Sometimes it can be useful for conversation, for the algorithm or whatever. Sorry. They killed him for owning a gun, yeah. They killed him as a message to all gun owners. It's Trump versus the Second Amendment. Pick one, guns or Trump. I should go live. Netanyahu. You can spell them all as one word, Trump, Putin, Netanyahu. Trump, Putin, Netanyahu. It's all one thing. It's just fascism. Trump, Putin, Netanyahu. Zombies are hungry. Okay, thanks. I'll look them up and see if we can get to chatting sometime. Thanks, Kanye West. And thanks for denouncing Nazism. That was a smart thing to do, Kanye West. We really, we're disappointed. He's alright. I need to think like really good people. I need to try to meet like the really good people. Creators for Palestine. Thanks, Kylak. Is he though? Who's Mr. B? Thanks. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry about the purists. They're like, you could not use the word Nazi. You cannot use the word Nazi. Yeah, I probably should take a break before too long. I don't know. I have kind of interesting what any other anti-Trump, anti-Donna Kupatinsky, anti-Epstein lives are like. I should just call it anti-Epstein, I guess. I enjoy laughing. Yeah, I'm Canadian. One thing I do know is everyone makes Canadians seem like they're so nice. Well, the fact that other people are jerks so that Canadians are like nice by comparison is probably a us thing. Oh, I'm fine. I'll probably get to sleep pretty soon, but I don't care. I'm not too, I don't care too much about what I say. I figure it all comes out for a reason. I don't know anything about Canada. I think what you're talking about is like right to um end your life or something. Is that what that is? I don't care. I think it's a weird question, honestly. I mean, Hassan Piker, really? Like, I watched some of his stuff today. I don't think I've ever seen him before. He was just talking about all these, like, trolls nobody's ever heard of. It was like me talking to you guys, except he's famous. You know, he's got, like, a huge platform. So why was he talking to people like, you know, I don't know. I'm not saying he's bad. I just makes me wonder how these people, these people who get promoted so heavily seem suspicious for that very fact. Okay, sweet dreams, Rochelle. It's good to see you. Love and respect. Let's just do that for a minute. My face has been on here enough. People have questions about stuff. Y'all can stop questioning. Who's right and who's wrong? Look, I'm right. The people who agree with me are right. Shit ain't hard. Who was talking about Ethan Klein? Did I miss somebody saying something? The fun part here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and curse this Nazi. He's bragging about calling ICE. I'm gonna curse their family. I'm gonna curse Trump and Putin and Netanyahu through him. I keep thinking it's a girl. It's weird. Hey, tell us whether you're a girl or not. Nico, tell us if you're a girl or not. I always thought you were a girl, which made me feel extra sorry for you. Are you a girl? Yeah, dude, we don't need any of that bullshit with your fake Jesus. Are you a girl? This is the last thing you're gonna say tonight. Are you a girl or not? Nico, are you a girl? Hurry the fuck up. Oh my god. I'm so tired of talking to you. No, I'm not. I don't like dudes. I don't like dudes. I'm not sexually attracted to men. Are you a girl, Nico? Now you think you understand why I'm asking you. Are you a girl, Nico? The book of Judas is something I wrote. The gospel of Judas is real. I wrote the book of Judas about it. It's not false. Oh my gosh. No, I only like women. Are you a woman, Nico? Are you a little girl? Oh my gosh. Nico. I guess Nico is a girl. I don't know what the hell happened to him. Anyway, I don't care that much. Okay. They didn't say anything important. Let's get rid of them. I'm going to go ahead and curse Nico. I'm cursing their family. I'm cursing Trump and Putin and Netanyahu through. All right. Happy Pancake Day. Thanks for reminding me it's Pancake Day. Yeah, a narrative that was specifically created to flip the original story upside down, like Christianity. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't. I guess I don't really have high standards for YouTube. I just know that anytime like a decent person. No, he doesn't act like a girl. I don't know why I thought Nico was a girl. I don't know. It's just an idea I had. I could have been wrong. I muted him now so that I don't have to hear from him anymore. They're boring. They're bragging about calling ICE on me. Like I'm so much more American than they are. Should probably call ICE on them. I only hate Nazis. Yeah, just hate Nazi Trump Trump-Putiners. If you're hurt and offended by that, fuck you. You know, I'm cursing you. I'm cursing your family. I'm cursing Trump and Putin and Netanyahu through you. No, I was gonna mute the person anyway. You know, they'll be back in 24 hours. This is the longest you can mute somebody for. They'll be back in 24 hours, and I'll ask again if they're female. I don't really care. It's just I'm just curious why I got that idea. Dude, it doesn't. No, it just eats the stupid Nazis. Yeah, I hate Nazis. I hate Zionist Nazis. I hate Turning Point Nazis. I hate Groiper Nazis. I think I just covered them all. Okay. So you know what happens? We'll read all your comments in Russian. The Gospel of Judas is false doctrine. The Book of Judas is fake. I rebuke it. The Gospel of Judas is historically and logically flawed because it was written over a century after the events, contradictions of earlier eyewitness accounts, and relies on secret knowledge. Narrative that was specifically created to flip the original story upside down. That's why it's false. Well, I report you to ICE, but as a terrorist cause, you make terrorist statements. Dude, that's how fucking scared they are. Hello, Antifa Forever. Sorry about the Nazis in chat. It's nice to see you again. Oh, you asked, would you live in Portland, Oregon? Okay, sorry. Oh, no, it's not my fault they're fascist. I know that. I just, Georgia. I'm from the other side of the country. PZ wanted to catch them. Yeah, I'll go ahead and Reiki their racism away. I'm going to Reiki away their racism. They better leave the chat if they want to keep their racism, because I'm going to Reiki it away. PZ says what? They are a racist too? PZ's trying to find the other racists in the chat. So it looks like we have one good person, or at least I'm fascist. Looks like we have one anti-fascist person, and the rest of them are very proudly fascists. Oh well, it's net YouTube for you. It's what net YouTube does. But at least I'll remember that I'll just let the fascists be bait for. Okay, Chrome Dome, you're a beautifully curvaceous woman. Hooray! I'm surprised I wasn't attracted to you before. It's funny. Oh, but you're also one of those people who says, "What is fascism?" Do 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 do. What Jews are Zionists? Are Ivanka and Jared Zionists? I thought you just asked yourself. Epstein was a pawn in a larger game. And you say things like this goes beyond the left and right. Like, I think if you were actually a woman, you'd be more intelligent. Just saying. There are only two genders, yeah, but there's only one here. No, I mean, I don't mean, yeah, there's as many genders as you want, but like, if there were two genders here, it would be better. I mean, you could call it like an intervention for racists. That's not how you spell racist, but you could call it an intervention for racists. Three lefts make a right. Dude, Chrome, I don't think you really understand depth of anything. I mean, you can try to explain it, but I think you're just being kind of like conspiratorial. The occult. Dude, it's not the occult, okay? There's one evil religion, this Epstein religion. These child murderers. That's it, you know? I mean, they've captured a lot of Christianity, they've captured a lot of Judaism. It shows that those religions aren't all that great. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Antifa, are you still here? Expectation of plenty. Are you still here? I'm just gonna curse the Nazis in the chat. I'm gonna curse the Trump Hooteners and Nazis in the chat. I'm cursing Kyle Rittenhouse and all the Trump and Putin lovers in the chat. Thanks, Antifa. We can talk about stuff if you like. I'm just bored with the stupid trolls. I'm just gonna curse the stupid Nazis in the chat. I'm cursing anybody who worships Trump and Putin and Netanyahu. Cursing Trump and Putin and Netanyahu through you. That was your purpose for being here. Who was the other person? There was one other decent person here, I think, possibly, potentially. Who was the other? If you're the decent person in the chat, put an emoji in the chat, so I'll know who you were. If you're a Nazi, just stop saying things. Thanks for being here, Antifa Forever. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again. All right, we got John B back. Welcome back, John B. Buck BJT and his swallowers. Thanks for being here with the emoji in the chat, Krypton. I'll read all your comments if you're anti-Trump. If you're anti-Trump, we'll read all your comments. Tiananmen Square. Oh, are you that? Yeah, you're that stupid bot. If you're a bot, just do the reactions. We don't really need to hear your comments if you're a bot. Oh my gosh. Trolls are so boring. I guess I better go to sleep because these trolls are just super boring. Yeah, I'm not even trying to address them. Thanks, John. I don't even ever want to like read their comments, but when there's not enough comments going by, I kind of like can't help but read them. Oh my gosh, they ask stupid things like, "What do you think of the Mossad? Let's get opinion poll on Mossad." They're just super boring. Yeah, I'm not gonna check out Zombies Are Hungry, dude. You didn't succeed in being like somebody that's worth talking to. What else are you supposed to do? Why wouldn't you hate um Klansmen? Yeah, nobody's gonna look that dude up. Yeah, I'm not talking because you're too boring, dude. James says an ICE agent, a priest, and an MS-13 gang member walk into a bar. There better be a punchline, dude. No. Do I want them to realize they're wrong? I mean, sure, I don't care. I just rather they didn't exist. I don't care whether they realize they're wrong or not. I mean, it'd be fine, but it's not. I'm not investing anything in it. I just curse them. What does that even mean? You may get the chance to talk boring to the feds. Dude, the feds aren't very interesting. They just end up admitting that they're covering up the Epstein files. Yeah, Trump, Putin, Netanyahu. You can spell it all as one word because the P from the Trump can be the P from the Putin. The N from the Putin can be the N from the Netanyahu. So just check out hashtag Trump, Putin, Netanyahu is how I'm spelling them lately. Sorry about the chat. Sorry about all the stupid Nazi MAGA. Trump, Putin, here's in chat. What black girl? Who are we talking about? Tel Aviv and Brest. It's the Ouroboros. Like, you were mildly interesting for a second. And then you stopped being. I mean, you weren't that interesting actually early on because you were like, don't curse Putin. Fuck Putin. I'm going to go ahead and, Chrome Dome, I'm going to go ahead and curse you. And I'm cursing Trump and Putin and Netanyahu through you. They're not your enemy. The elites are. Those are the elites. Trump, Putin, Netanyahu. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the bots and trolls? Dude, I curse them. Fuck them. Who cares? They're my enemy. Like, they're just the foot soldiers of the enemy. That doesn't make them not the enemy. MAGA voters? Yeah, they are. They're the fucking enemy. Why wouldn't they be the enemy? They're a bunch of fucking traitors. Again, when this Jewish king rounded up all the worshippers of Baal, he just killed them all. He just rounded them all up, and then he killed them all. That's what he did. I mean, the voters, fuck them. Like, why am I supposed to have sympathy for the voters? Because they're victims? Well, they're also perpetrators. They can come back. They can become American again. I'm not falling for the divide and conquer trick. I'm saying if they want to go down with Trump, they can go down with Trump. They want to go down with that pedophile? Dude, I only got one Trump neighbor. He took his Trump flag down January 6th. He took it down. Like, I hate Trump mutineers now? Yeah, why wouldn't I hate them now? What's not to hate? In God we poop. What's not to hate about the Trump mutineers? Make friends with them. Don't hate MAGA voters. Make friends with them. I try to make friends with MAGA because it's the only way to persuade them. Dude, nobody feels you. Okay, nobody's trying to feel you. You're disgusting. You're a Trump mutineer sympathizer. Fuck them, dude. We can identify who they are so we can take all their property, ship them off to fucking Siberia. Yeah, deport the deporters. See how they're bragging about raping kids? And you're on their side? You want to make friends with the people who are bragging about raping kids? That's you, dude. Like, that's the hill you want to die on. That's your look. Well, yeah, you guys are going to get a free trip to Siberia if you're lucky. Who's bragging about mutilating kids? You guys? Maybe you should stop doing that. No, you're mutilating kids by dropping bombs on them. You've killed like hundreds of thousands of kids. You can't pretend you like kids. You've killed hundreds of thousands of kids. You killed hundreds of thousands of kids. You helped Putin kidnap tens of thousands of kids. You can't pretend you like kids. I mean, we know you like kids. We can't pretend you care about kids. Like, that's not a thing you can do. You're cheering on killing all these kids in Gaza. You're cheering on kidnapping all these kids in Ukraine and kidnapping all these kids in America. That's a you thing. Anyway, I don't have to talk to you guys anymore. Y'all are terrible, awful people. I'm going to go ahead and curse you one more time, cursing Trump and Putin and Netanyahu.